I got a couple of trainings here and there, but nothing helped me get a job in the field. I stumbled upon the Clinical Research Fastrack. I'm like, okay, this is seriously going to help me, so I didn't want to miss the chance.
It's my great honor and pleasure to have with us today Kavitha Muwalugan. Did I pronounce that right, Kavitha?
Yes, yeah, almost.
Almost. Okay. And Kavitha, she was a student in our program just over a year ago. And it's such a pleasure to have you with us today. I want to just jump right in. You took our program, I believe, back in September of
Yes,
2023. And can you share for us to start what you were doing before meeting or learning about Clinical Research Fastrack? Who are you? What were you doing before you met us?
I now work as a CRA for a oncology research center here in New Hampshire. A few years ago, I heard about this clinical research, clinical trials that's being carried out by the pharmaceutical companies and everything. And when I heard about it, I'm like, I want to work in this field. So I got a couple of trainings here and there, but nothing helped me get a job in the field. Then I was working as a pharmacy technician because I wanted to be in healthcare. That was the entry point into healthcare, where they hired me with no experience because that was something I was lacking here in the US. No work experience here in the US. So I entered into the pharmacy I worked as a pharmacy technician for a year, and then I'm like, okay, this is the time for me to really seriously step back into the field that I wanted to. That's how I stumbled upon the Clinical Research Fastrack, just Googled it. And when I spoke to the people over there, then that gave me a little confidence, like, okay, so they're going to help me for sure, get me a job in this field. And then I was also researching about the alumni, the Clinical Research Fastrack alumni here in LinkedIn. I was already networking with them, asking like how the Clinical Research Fastrack would help me. So that's how I entered into this Fastrack. I took up the course, the boot camp.
Fantastic. So, but let's take it a step back. You're originally born in India, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
And what was your education in India and how, and then did you do any education here in the United States?
In India, I studied a master's in human physiology, after which I wanted to get into research. I wanted to do a PhD. Like I want to go around the world presenting papers, and that was that is what I actually wanted to do. But life happened, so I came here to the US. I couldn't work for a few years because of my visa status. So I was independent visa. So I was a stay-at-home mom. But I don't regret the period because I raised a beautiful family here, and then it was time. My kids are a little grown up, so I wanted to get back my career. So yeah, that's how I found Clinical Research Fastrack.
So you're working as a farm tech, and what was your experience? How did you find us?
I had like a year of experience year of work experience, something related to the healthcare field. And now I wanted to get back into the clinical research. So I was just Googling how to get into clinical research with a 1 year of experience. And they showed so many things, and clinical research popped up. I mean, this Clinical Research Fastrack popped up in the Google search. So I contacted you people, and I think his name is also David. I spoke to him first.
A different David at our company.
A different David, yes. Yeah. I spoke to him. He explained to me about like how the course goes and how guys will help me frame the resume and prepare for the interviews. And yeah, so that gave me like a confidence. Like I was so determined to get into the field, and when there is somebody like giving me confidence and all this things that I need, like framing the resume, so that I'm like, okay, this is seriously going to help me. So I didn't want to miss the chance.
Great. So you decided to enroll in the program. You started in September. What was the course like? I think they described it as online. We used to teach in person, but now you were learning on a Zoom platform. What was that like for you?
The pre-study was a good a beginning, good startup. It was a good kickstart, I would say. Like giving a general layout of all the research and everything, and what I think that gave me a gist of what the boot camp was going to be like. So I got actually curious. I wanted to know it, and it was like the foundation of the clinical research. Now that I'm working, I feel like no, so many things that I do day to day, I have a training. Like I've heard about it. It's not so new to me. I have heard about it, and there have been experts who taught those topics. So that part was amazing. Was the best of the boot camp.
And our instructors come from all over the industry, and they're all working in the industry right now, and they took time out of their day to teach. And then after those 8 days with all those different instructors, you probably met 14 or 16 different instructors. Yeah. What happened next?
I was in touch with some of the instructors. One of the instructor was like, no, really, really helping me a lot. And she's Jeannie. She was telling me what to do next, how to network, the Socra meetings that she was like conducting. She sent the invites and like, no, just to be in the field. So that was really helpful. Networking was awesome. That was the key thing. I remember like you guys were repeating about it all the 8 days, like networking. It is very, very important. I realize now because of the networking, there are like all the most of the alumni I meet in the LinkedIn, they're always ready to help. So the instructors or the alumni, they are all ready to help you, like just to how to answer an interview question, what to expect, how to follow up after an interview. So all those little things, but very important things.
Fantastic. So you had some mentorship, not just from our team, but from one of our instructors, an industry expert, Jeannie. She was helping you and talking about meetings to go to. That's fantastic. And then what was your next step? So you're networking, and what happened? Did you apply to jobs, or where'd you end up?
Julia, my mentor, she was helping me design the resume and everything. And she also helped me find jobs here in the place where I live in. I had one in-person interview. Again, Julia would call me and she will tell me like how to present myself, what to take with me. So all those things like gained me confidence, helped me gain confidence. And yeah.
So you had a lot of support. And then what role did you end up accepting?
I got my first offer as a clinical research coordinator. It was a Zoom interview. And yeah, I got it. Once I started working, the regulatory binder and everything was like, no, I already knew about it. So that was really helpful with the job thing.
So you're working as a CRC. And what kinds of trials are you working on?
The first one was a medical device company. Then like data collection, questionnaires are collecting from the patients and then doing the data entry into the EDCs, query resolution, then maintaining the site, the devices, the logs, all those things. So those were my first job.
Now you're in oncology. You're working as a CRA. Tell me what that's like. How is it different being a CRC, and what does it mean to be a CRA?
I would say it is very different from medical device to oncology. It was that one, the medical device was more patient facing and very less of data collection and the EDC thing. But here it is totally different. Lot of AE and SAE reportings, which we also have done during the bootcamp training that really helped me here. The study drug maintenance, that is very, very important here.
So Kavitha, what's your favorite moment on the job? What's something that was just like, wow, this is great?
Something that excites me in the job is if I see good results, if they are like improving, their health is improving, that really is like, no, it is exciting in oncology. So
that's wonderful. What's the most surprising thing that's happened on the job?
I get very excited about the meetings. when there is a site initiation visit, or when there is any from the CRO or the pharma companies, when there is any visitor, I'm so proud to show our site, how well maintained we are. I'm so proud to show the tour of the site. So yeah, that is my favorite part.
I love it. And what's the impact you want to make in this industry? You're in clinical research. What do you want your legacy to be? I know you're just getting started, but what is success?
I want to handle many studies. Like I want to get myself in a position where I'm like, my site has this kind of a resource, and we are able to do it. So just choosing this studies, because that is something the lead does. That she chooses the studies from the cooperative cancer centers. She chooses the studies that is appropriate to the site. I wanted to do that something. Like, yes, choose the study for the site and manage it. They do the contracts with the pharmaceutical companies. I wanted to do those things.
I love it. I love it. And what is it about clinical research? What is it that you love about this industry?
Here, I feel like I'm practically doing a part of the science and technology development, like bringing a change in somebody's life, their health. So that is something rewarding in this job, because there have been like people whose health was so bad, but once they start the protocol treatment, there is good improvement, which makes me really happy. And seeing like how some certain drugs are more efficient than the other, like I don't know when the FDA is going to approve it, but I'm like, when something is approved very efficient, I'm like, okay, I worked for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a field where
Like,
we can
yeah,
improve the quality of people's lives,
yeah,
help them live longer, happier lives. That is absolutely amazing.
yeah, yeah.
Is there anything else you want to share or any advice you would like to give to someone trying to get into this industry?
I would say if somebody wants to give this clinical trials a shot, seriously, Clinical Research Fastrack is a good place to get the foundation strong, to get the knowledge, the basic knowledge about clinical research, and like be determined to like whatever the job description is, try to go beyond it, empower yourself with all the things that you wanted to be successful in this field. So yeah, wait for the opportunities, grab the opportunities, don't miss the opportunities.
Beautiful. Well, Kavitha, it's such a pleasure to see you again. And it's great to hear your story. You as a pharmacy tech, and you said, I want more, I want clinical research. And you found your way to us. You get hired in the field. You're working as a CRC, a CRA now, and you're really a role model for so many people. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Clinical Research Fast Track, David, Julia, Jean, and all the instructors, the alumni, all the girls who helped me. Like, I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful. Like, I'm living my dream career.